feel. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel what I just said. I want you to, and then we've looked at this and we've gone, that's the pinnacle. No, that's what we're comfortable with. Because we're not comfortable with an actual revelation of righteousness. That if we heard, I was going to say it like this, if you heard what he had to say about you tonight, you would leave here in complete wholeness. So we can use the woman taken in adultery because we got no idea how bad her backstory is. Most scholars believe it was a Pharisee she was in bed with. That's how she got caught. Most scholars believe that she was a temple prostitute that was specifically used by the Pharisees for adultery. So they catch her and bring her, and what does Jesus start dealing with them about? Their own issues. But the miknah, the law, their law, did not require the men to be killed, just the woman. Right? And we would look at that and say, that's God's law. Nonsense. That's man's interpretation of what they wanted God's law to be, which is what most of the law is. They need a law that sponsors genocide. So they came up with one, and we said it says it in the Bible, it must be true. There's stuff in the Bible that tells you how badly you can beat your slave, and then what to do with them if you don't quite kill them, and then what to do with them if you do kill them. And you know what that's called? The law. I read you, Philip, get quiet in here, don't you? You know why? Because you're a bunch of legalists. And you want to say, the law says. I told you what you're supposed to do with your rebellious kids. How many weeks ago was that? Just a few weeks ago, I stood in here and said, this is what the law says you do with your rebellious kid. If they rebel against you, you take them to the gate of the city and you let the elders of the city stone them to death. And you know what we did? We said, that's how God deals with rebellious children. No, that's how men want God to deal with rebellious children. Feel it? I'm not going to get heavy. You can tell I'm moving. I'm going to drop this on you and get on a plane, right? This is visiting preacher talk here. This ain't somebody's going to be sticking around. So, right? So here's the whole picture. If it started with kindness, then you could accept the declaration of righteousness. And if you could accept the declaration of righteousness, you would receive the inheritance of complete wholeness. Let's look at the next verse and we'll see what happens. Well, first of all, let me point this out, Luke, before you switch that. Complete wholeness comes inside a person when God's powerful declaration of righteousness is heard over our life. This next part is important. Apart from our works. Okay, this is Christus Victor. This is the finished work of Jesus becomes our access point to all it is that we are designed to inherit.